Hi, it's Mike at Phase 1 DJ Store. Product I'd like to show you today. New laser from Cam, the Cam Hyper 3D. Now this is one of them, it does everything type of effects. Yeah, it's a laser. It's got a red diode, a green diode, and a blue diode, so it's going to give us loads and loads of different colours as well. Basically in this video what we're going to do is we're going to project some of the effects onto the wall so you can see what it is that it's doing, and then we're going to put some smoke in the room and we're going to let you see all the beams and stuff like that. So usual script, we're going to just look at things from a few different angles. I'll read a few specs. It's got 8 different effects. When I say 8 different effects, let me just go through them. We've got a Northern Lights effect, which when we get further into the video you'll see what I mean. We've got a 3D projection, we've got a wide angle star effects, spiral effects, kaleidoscope effects, multi-grating, diffraction effects, wide beam and beam in air tunnel effects. We will scroll through all of them. Right, I've had a little bit of a play with it, and basically what you can do is via the menu you can lock it in to the effect you are looking for, but also there is the first auto select, it will scroll through every program automatically. So if you just wanted to have it randomly working where it does diffraction, in air, 3D, spiral, and have it scrolling through, you just put it into auto 1 and it will scroll through all the different effects. Or if there's a certain effect you're looking for and you want to use that at a particular show, like projecting it onto a wall, select that and it just works. It has got sound activation mode. You can use it via DMX as well. It's got 19 channels of DMX. It weighs about 4.2 kilos, so it's not particularly heavy. It's nice and portable, perfect for the mobile guys. We have also got 9 auto shows and 9 sound shows, so it sort of does quite a lot. Coming to the back of the unit, and we'll take some close-ups shortly. We've got the ILDA in and out, so if you are using laser software you will be able to use this item with this as well. And we've got our key switch and our interlock that you will need for the item to work. So what we'll do is we'll take the camera off the stand and we'll do a few close-ups, camera shots, and then we're going to set it up on a stand and we're going to project it up onto the roof, show you the different projection type effects and the diffraction effects, and then we'll get some smoke in the room and show you all the flat beams and tunnels and things like that. Right, so this is the first mode we're going to look at, and this is what I would call the 3D mode. Brilliant for projecting onto walls and such as the like. We've got it projecting up onto the eaves of the, well not the eaves, actually the slope of the roof in our lighting showroom. So to be honest with you, it's such a big pattern. We were struggling to find a wall big enough to put it on. We wanted to put it in the big hexagon piece of truss that you can see at the side, but we've had to put it on there. I'll just let that run for a little bit and we're going to show you all the different effects that this laser can do. Currently this is working in auto mode, so it's not working in sound to light. Personally I prefer lasers working in a auto mode. I think they run a lot smoother. When you use them in sound to light, even though they will work and they do work well, I just find them a little bit more, for the want of a better word, juddery, because it's just trying to follow the beat. Whereas I do think lasers do look really, really well when they're running like a nice fluid motion. You see the colours on there are really, really vibrant, and it's drawing the 3D very smooth. So what we'll do is we'll move on and have a look at some of the other features. I'm sure it does loads of other 3D patterns there, but we've only got so much time we can do in this video. What we've done this time, we've left the laser in the same position. This effect seems to produce a long straight line of pattern. So I'm just moving the camera around. You see how far that's going down into the shop. You see where the laser is there. You see it's moving. And then I'm going right up to the ceiling, right up to the top. So it's a long straight line producing pattern. I'm not quite sure what they're calling that, but that is one of the 8 effects. I think that effect will look really well in smoke as well. Now I think this effect is what they call the Northern Lights effect. I always think it looks like huge coloured cobwebs. And it has like a 3-dimensional look to it. It's probably not coming up brilliantly on the camera there as it moves around, but I think it's a great Halloween effect. Looks like big spider webs, and I think that's what they call the Northern Lights. Again, imagine if you are throwing this into a bigger venue, so you had a longer throw on it, this pattern is going to be much bigger. And also I really like the idea that you can put it into the Auto 1 mode where it will scroll through everything. Like I say, we've seen all these effects before in lasers, but this is all in one. Next one, everybody's favourite, because it's brilliant for venues that you can't use smoke, and it just fills the place full of pattern. It's what I call a diffraction pattern. So the spread on it, we're getting right round the room. It's coming right down. So the beam angle on that is excellent. So that is going to fill any venue. Now this effect I don't think I've seen before. It's a little bit different. You can see around the edge it's putting like lines around, like a shadow of colour that follows it about, and then you've got the strong lines going through the middle of the pattern. I'm not sure what they're calling this on the actual laser, what they call it, I'm not sure, but it's an effect I've never seen before, and it seems to scan around the room. I think this will also look really good in smoke because of the strong lines that are cutting through, but it seems to put like this slight halo effect around the strong lines within the laser. Right, again, we've probably seen this effect into quite a few different products. So we can get a bit of focus there. This is what I would call the spirograph effect. What I really like about these type of lasers and type effects is, you know, a lot of mobile entertainers, DJs and bands and things like that, you just get told when you go into a venue you're not allowed to use smoke, you're not allowed to use haze, and you still want to bring a bit of drama to your show. You want to, you know, have some special effects going on, and with these type of lasers, that's not a problem. I think this one's a little bit different. Another effect, it's like a starburst effect, but it's scanning, as you can see. Just gives another element. Something I don't think I've seen in a diffraction type laser before. Doesn't seem to be, it is diffracting because we're getting the spread on it, as you can see. We're getting a lot of coverage, but it seems to scan around the room. Now we're getting to our traditional in-air effects. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you this with a little bit of smoke on as well. Just thought we'd show you what it's actually projecting like first. It's very, very smooth. This type of effect is going to look really cool in smoke. Right, so what we've done there is we put the laser up in the top. As you can see, that's in its air effects mode. Totally filling the room with colour. Looks brilliant in the haze. Always quite difficult to film lasers, they get a bit flickery. Really got to be quite careful when you're filming with lasers as well, because you can damage your camera. What we don't want is any single point coming down the lens. But I think you'd agree that looks pretty stunning. See if I can get the camera right back so you can see where we are. Really crisp colours. Really smooth, like I say, not using it in sound to light, will work in sound to light. Loads of options for different programs. Just wanted you to see the colours and how smooth it is, and of course how bright it is. So there you go. I hope that gives you an insight to what that can do. I think you could use that in loads of different ways. It's great for in-air effects, it looks great with smoke, but as you know, we get to so many of these venues these days and we're not allowed to use smoke or haze. Well, that thing has got another 7 or 8 different tricks up its sleeve. Great for projecting on the walls. I thought the 3D looked really good. There was a couple of new features in there. Remember, you could use it by DMX, you can use it by ILDA, and it's red, green and blue. If you want some more specs, click the link in the description to this video and it will take you through to our website where there'll be some more information. That's Mike at phase 1, and that was the CAM Hyper 3D 500.